Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. Let's keep an eye today on Tank Hawkins. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Turning it on! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the running game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Oregon Ducks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. As timeout, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Caught by Williams on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing.
There's a crease. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Flips it out on the screen. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. They're going to run it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Martin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Release to the back. Finds his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the lines. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Might be looking to run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And there he goes. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass, it's Cherry. There's the pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it'll be down right there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the ground with the counter. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the ground. He's got it again. Inside the 30. Got a little grass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Martin. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Tried to run it on 4th and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Leaves it with the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run to the left. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a connection. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Get it out on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Fires left. With the catch, it's Hampton. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Taylor wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the air, it's Cherry. Finds his big tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in their run game.
Finds a tight end. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it set up on the outside.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We're trying to get him going there.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. QB got it himself. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Taylor wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The give to the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most.
Maybe a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. And the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Unloads it left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush. And that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Right down the boulevard. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. Some misdirection with the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Taylor wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze this.
Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They want that clock to run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
To the air, it's Cherry. Complete on the left to Williams. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you try to sneak this in there, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation. Not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the 3rd down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure coming. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Now adjusting. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback